And we're back in the shop. Obviously, it's Monday afternoon, about 3:30. It's getting late. Better get a move on. No car boot Sunday. Even though it was on, sometimes you just have to think, will it be worth going? And this was one of the weeks. I was ready to go. I thought, nah, conserve your energy. I've had a lot of stock come in. I've got stuff to be dealing with, which I'll show you. Because I had a crazy donation of records. Tell you what, don't want them, have them. Usually when that happens, when you go through it, there's a reason why they're getting donated, but not this time. It was a nice surprise and kind of needed. Anyway, what's been going on? Vinted Pro. So I am on Vinted Pro, and I'm only the only way I'm going to use it for the time being is for the shop. Now, new and sealed records, I can get as many as I want, and I can't eBay them because of fees. But sometimes it's a guessing game. You're buying stuff you think people are gonna buy. So sometimes if it doesn't sell, well, you need an outlet to sell them. And Vinted does the job. It's doing the job. And the way I see Vinted Pro, it's like an extension to a website or your own personal website. With, you know, many more eyes on. So, you know, what I've been doing is listing stuff on there for the same price I've got it in the shop, and stuff has been selling. 3 records so far, but them 3 records amount to 75 quid. So that's a big chunk of the invoice back to pay for the, or whatever. Anyway, I'm on Vinted Pro. My only problem is, why is it in French? My Vinted Pro is French. I mean, I'm not too bad at French, but it is doing my head in a little bit. And, you know, people have been slagging it off for the national insurance fiasco. I'm sorry, but the only people that you've got to blame is yourselves. You know, if eBay asked me to put my business details in and said, like, postcode, and I put my national insurance number instead, whose fault's that? Is that my fault? Because it didn't ask for the national insurance number, it asked for my postcode. So, you know, people slagging it off. I'm like, no, you've only got yourselves to blame, in my opinion. You know, don't believe everything you hear on the internet. Wait, chill. It's asked, what was it, the tax code? Some tax UI number. Yeah, if you didn't accept it, don't just put any flipping code in you can find. I think it's sorted. I think mine just went through anyway, so I didn't have to, you know, I won't put my national insurance number in there. So Vinted Pro set up, and the feedback I'm getting from others about Vinted, eBay must be shitting themselves, because how can you physically charge a fee when other platforms, and these aren't smaller platforms, these are worldwide platforms now with a huge user base, and it's only growing, no fee. I had a phone call from eBay this week about signing up to their discount we'll match it. I'm like, mate, I'm already advertising, paid ads. You're already taking 20%, say. You're already taking international fees. You're already doing this, you're already doing that. And I'm selling stuff on another platform and they're not taking anything. I think your business model needs to be reviewed drastically, because eventually the mindset will be, I can sell for free. You need to change your mindset. Like, you need to change your mindset. You need to figure out a way of making money. And I think that will be, obviously, they get it from the buyer. That will have to flip at some point. Otherwise, and I think they've got to do it quick, sooner rather than later, because before you know it, the people will be selling more on Vinted, a lot more, and it's so much easier. And you know, you're not having, oh God, it's just, I have never done Vinted, but I can see why people are attracted to it. I've been out and about today. Yardley Packaging, the go-to packaging company in Birmingham. Fantastic prices. I think I've cleared them out of mailers. There will be some mailers coming in soon. 7-inch mailers, 12-inch mailers, some more tape that I needed, so that was that. I've got piles. As with tradition, let me show you my piles, because I have got piles to show you. Recent sales over the weekend, and it's been a struggle. I think I've done 28 quid on Saturday, but then today I had a good sale, so it's kind of brought it back up. Pile of CDs, Stereophonics, 8.79, 5 CDs, which is fine. Start off the 12-inch. What's that say? Titan, 12-inch, $12.99, I think. Tanya Tucker, Tear Me Apart. I spent ages looking for this. Don't even want to talk about it. 8.79. This is a vintage sale. So it's branded and sealed, AC/DC, back in black. He was in the shop for 25. He was in the shop for a month, say. Someone offered me 20. I accepted because I made a little bit of money on it. I can go and get another one. Plus, I've got original copies have come into the shop since this copy come in. So if you've got a choice between an original copy and an up-to-date reissue, you're going to go with the original. So I took the 20 and I can reinvest that now. Thank you, Vinted, for that. I would not have been able to do that on eBay. It would have been too much of a loss. Subscriber sale. Had an offer about 5 months ago, 15 quid. Jamiroquai Deeper Underground. Would you take 15? And I think at the time I ignored it, unfortunately. But it didn't say I was a subscriber. However, that's no excuse. So over the weekend, he said, "Would you do? This is still available. Would you do 15?" I'm a subscriber, and I accepted straight away. So if you're a subscriber, make yourself known. If you want an offer or a deal, not a problem. Pat Benatar picture disc, live from Earth. What was that? $12.99, 15 quid. Now $12.99. Yahal Runaway and Massive Controls, tenner. The Kinks promo. Add it up. Killer's Eyes, Yo-Yo. What is this? Destroyer. $12.99, 15. This was in Nuneaton for a long time. Put it on eBay and it sold. What did I get? $16.99 for that. Genesis, We Can't Dance. Again, it was in this coming through Nuneaton, 1991. That sold for 30. 7-inch. Cadu Strings, Nothing But Love. 35. 7-inch. The Kinks, Ducks on the Wall. 15. Depeche Mode, Loving Itself. $6.99. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Holly Johnson, Power of Love, tenner. Ramones, Baby I Love You, $8.99. And this was the one that's kind of saved the weekend. Guy come into the shop a couple of Tuesdays ago now and said, "Do you buy records?" I was like, "Yeah, I buy records." "What you got?" "I got Elvis." I was like, "Oh, okay." Now, some Elvis is a lot better than others. And he was got drip feeding me stuff. I was like, "What about this?" I was like, "Yeah, okay, this looks alright." Done the deal. But every time we've done the deal, say we've done a deal on this, then somebody else come out of the bag. I'm like, "Mate, just get it all out." We'll do a deal. So I paid $70 for the lot. And there was some other Elvis box sets and bits and pieces. So I put these on as a pair, and I got £100 for the lot for them too. And I've still got probably double money on the deal that we've done, but yeah, £100 for them. This is the rarer one, EP Collection Volume 2. I think you can get about 60 for that on its own, and about 30, 35 on that on its own, but it's going to Italy, I think. Records, this came in the week on Saturday morning. So they are, this is the donation I was on about. Yeah, you can have these. I'm like, "Oh, really?" Well, bags were left on the table. When she went, I was like, "Bloody hell. Thank you very much." It seems like it's not the, there's a lot more. So I'll try and give her some money if I can. But what is it here? It's all lovely condition as well. You know, like a collection where it's just all nice. So what's this? Survivor, Vital Signs, Premonition Survivor, Eye the Tiger Survivor, Heaven and Earth, Belinda Carlisle, Mersey Mania. So that, I mean, it's 90% good. Sounds Like Slade, Carrot Knots. I must have about 50 copies of this. Half Pounder Record Mirror. Is that a compilation? Yeah. Spotlight on Gilbert O'Sullivan. Crocus Metal Rendezvous. Crocus Pay It in Metal. One voice at a time. You're going to say it's Crocus now. Headhunter. The Blitz. Dark Star. Never heard of this. Captain America, Backstreet Killer. Rick Staines, Dave Harrison, Dark Star. Brian Mainfriend's Starfleet Project Mini LP. Look at that cover. It's great. Expect No Mercy, another great cover. Expect No Mercy, Nazareth. More Nazareth, Close Enough for Rock and Roll. Playing the Game. Dio. The Last in Line. Is that 90s? There's a 90s Dio here. Could be this. No, 1984. Dio Dream Evil. 1987. What's this? In Sacred Heart. Dio. 1985. Freeze Frame, Godly Cream, L. Robin Trav, Victims of the Fury, Saxon, Power and the Glory, more Saxon, Strong Arm on the Law, Saxon, Two Tribes, The Bomb Party, Tigers of Pantang, Spellbound, The Cage. This is like 30 quid, I think. Bus Brown and Driftwood Portrait. That'll Fly Out, Toto. Dio, Lock Up the Walls. That was the 90s one. Look at the cover on that. 1990. Dio. World of the Flirtations. That's an alright. Decent price on that. Scorpions, Tokyo Tapes. Striker, Can't Stop the Rock. Gun. Gallus. 38 Special. Diano. Never heard of that. 12-inch third man, and Heavy Metal Thunder, like a compilation. Then these came in, which I had to pay for, unfortunately. Evening with Diana Ross. These are like up-to-date reissues. Diana Ross on the Supremes #1s. Nice. Nina Simone, My Baby Just Cares For Me. What's this? 20 original recordings. Gatefold. Ella Fitzgerald, Greatest Hits on the BBC. It's me nan. Swinging Christmas by Ella. Aretha Franklin, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You. Nina Simone. Jazz as played in an exclusive side street club. Nina Simone Sings the Blues. Yeah. So that's in Hall Green now. We've had that many records coming to Nuneaton. Not so much coming through Hall Green, so I've had to sort of bring this over here. On Saturday, we will be selling in 4 locations: Hall Green, Nuneaton, Red Brick Market, and a brand new location. It's in Digbeth, in the custard factory. And Saturday's like a tester pop-up. So we're just seeing how it goes in the custard factory. It's got a calf. We were with loads of other independent traders. I don't know the name of it yet. Once the pop-up's done, it will be a red brick style. Leave your stuff. We'll take the money and we'll send you the money. So that's quite good. I mean, because I'm already in red brick, it's quite easy to handle them 2 locations there. Yeah. What happened with Coleshill? I hear you ask, and I do get asked. Coleshill, the start of the year. Oh, fucking night. What a waste of time that was. So basically, I seen it on Facebook, looking for independent traders in Coleshill, High Street. I was like, okay, how's it going to work? Open on Wednesday and Saturdays. So I messaged him, so like, how's it going to work? So well, basically you set up your stock and you have to stand there all day. And I was like, nah. I said, for one, it's a village hall, so it's small enough. So I sort of give him the idea of, the better idea is a red brick style. You're going to be here anyway, opening and closing. You will be here. You've got a store here. So wouldn't it be easier and better if you take the money for people, lock down what they've sold, and divide the money up, take the rent for the things? Because if you fill out the hall, and as an example, you've got 10 traders and it's dead, and you've all got 10 people standing around like, it's just, it doesn't make sense. But then if you're just running it, anyway, he decided to go with my idea, and it was working. I was selling stuff. But then I'd have a phone call saying, "Oh, I'm outside the place in Coleshill. It's closed." So I phoned the guy, no answer. And then I'd hear back from him 4 hours later saying, "Oh, I've been ill." I'm like, "Okay, all right. See where this is going." And I was getting some decent sales. I was getting some sales. What did it cost me? 50 quid to set up. 50 quid for a month. And he was sending me over when I'd sold stuff. I was like, this is great. All of a sudden, one of the mornings, had a text at like 6 in the morning. You're gonna have to move all of your stock out. We're having some work done on the roof. I was like, nah, mate, nah. Like, if you've got work to do on the roof, you would have known about it a long time ago. You would have known there was people in doing quotes. You would have, I had to get it out that day. Absolute rubbish. So I went up there, got my stuff. I was like, give me my money, see you later. So I made 100 quid in a month, so 50%. up. That's what happened there. This isn't going to be like that. This is a fully established cafe with room for independent traders, and the people that are in there are good, solid traders who will bring people for the milkshake in the yard. So that's where we are. Anyway, have I got a holy grail to show you? The holiest now. I've had one holy grail. I've got another. No, the last one was the solid blue triangle dark side of the moon. I put it on eBay for £1 and it went for 989 quid. This, I think, will go for more. And I've got a little lesson. Right. Here we go. Beatles, please please me. I'm going to show you 3 different Beatles, please please me, and the different variations in price, because they were up there, and people are like, oh, I've got one of these. I'm like, yeah, but the likelihood of yours, you know, being worth £1,000 is very slim. So I kind of don't like having it out on show, because people just think their copy's worth £1,000 when they're far from it. Beatles record number 1, I've got this priced at 60 quid. It's a nice copy of, nice mono copy of Beatles, Please Please Me. You can see how nice it is. Generally, that is a kind of a top end price in this condition. Look at that, very white back, not much. Nice condition. The record's in a nice condition, and it's on a black and white parlophone. 60 quid. Okay. Generally, that's what they're worth. The worse condition the record, the lower the price. Moving on. Here's another one. Can you spot the difference? Spot the difference. One's mono. This is stereo. So yeah, it moves up in price. Again, stereo, but it's in a nice condition stereo. Bit grubbier on the back, but the record's actually really nice. Stereo copy, I've got this up at, this is high end, 150 on that. For people in the record dealers who deal with records, they probably know what's going to come next, because this is the holy grail. Okay, look at this. It's a bit grubbier on the back. The sleeve is like, it's up there. Nice, glossy, no tears. The spine is nice. But this is what you need to look out for. Oh, the gold and black parlophone label. Beatles, please please me. And not just that, but just look at the condition of the record. It's barely been played. I'm going to flip this over without touching it. Look at this. There was one on eBay, and I think he put it on for like a weird price, like £2.50 auction. And I'm going to do the same. How much have I got on this? Oof. 1.5. The plan with this is it will pay the rent. One, fingers crossed, all being well. There was one recently sold on eBay for £3,000. He put it on for £2.50. I think he got that. My copy and that his copy. I've got better bits on mine. He had better bits on his. Very similar copy. I think he got that price because of the mother stampers. If you know anything about Beatles records, put them below. The mother stamper on this. So looking at the left is 2 and RG. So 2 at 9 o'clock and RG at 3 o'clock. And on the B side, it's 1, 2, and a GL. I think he had like a first mother, so it's basically first press, first off the stamper, very, very first run of copies done, and there weren't many done anyway on the black and gold parlophone. So I'm going to eBay that for £1, and that one record will pay 3 months' rent in Nuneaton, and I just feel like there's a massive weight off my shoulders. He came into Nuneaton. I think we've had 2 in now. I didn't get to see the first one, unfortunately, for some reason. But yeah, that problem don't exist anymore. But yeah, that is a nice copy. That is a nice copy. And I've spoken to dealers who've been in the industry 30 years and they've never seen one. They've never found one in a collection. So I'm quite lucky. But I always think I'll get another one. Will that be the last one I see? No, I don't think it will. If you cast a bigger net, you will catch more fish. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. And the auction will be on Wednesday, so have a nose, have a bid. If you're in the market for one of them, have a bid. Hope you've learned something about the Beatles. Go up into your lofts, dig out the Beatles, please me, and check the label. Could be sitting on a fortune. Probably not, but you never know. So yeah, that was that. And yeah, see you later. Bye.